Hey guys, Nick at TheEnFenn here. I want to talk about my love-hate relationship with teammates. I have a huge love-hate relationship with teammates, mainly because, there are things that I just absolutely love about them, and there are things that I hate about them, which is a lot of times why even in this game I'm playing free-for-all. It's because I just don't like playing with people I don't know. I don't like playing with, other than 2v2s, I don't like meeting new people on Xbox. I meet a couple new people on 2v2s every now and then, but a lot of times if I play 2v2s, it's with my friend, and other than that, I usually play free for all. But the reason why that is mainly because there are things teammates do that really, really piss me off, and then there's things teammates do that I just absolutely love. So I have a little list right here that I'm gonna go through, and this is about a 10-minute gameplay. So hopefully I can get through the entire thing. If this commentary will probably end up lasting 8 or 9 minutes, so you might have a minute at the end of the video that you guys can just enjoy the gameplay. And so let's go ahead and get into this. What I absolutely hate about teammates. Actually, no, let me go ahead and what I love about teammates, because that's much shorter than what I hate about them. So let me go ahead and say that what I love about teammates are mainly, I have a little list here, but I'm going to say the best thing they do is saving your life. That is the biggest thing in my book, is when they save your life. That's so much better than anything else teammates do. Is when you are, you have 8 kills and you're trying to go for that Reaper, and then they save your life so that you can get the Reaper. That's the biggest thing I love about teammates. But other than that, I don't really like a lot of other things, other than when your teammates are funny and friendly, you're most likely going to get along with them more. And also when they're good, that's going to be when you like teammates more, is when they're really good, getting a lot of kills, helping your team win the game. Another thing though is when, and this kind of getting what I hate about them, is when they are really good. That kind of it kind of gets me mad to a point, because it's like if they're going around stealing everybody's kills and they're really good and they're going 70-2, the rest of the team's not going to do that well by any means, because he's stealing all the kills. Most likely the game's going to end with him being on top, and then there's going to be a huge drop off between the top player and the next person. You can love the guy for backpacking, but it gets annoying. Next thing is when teammates are really bad. That's usually what I hate about them, is when they just die. When they just, constantly. I was playing 2v2s, and this one kid, he went 2-1, and I went like 5-17, and it was because this wasn't that he died a lot, but it was because he wouldn't do anything. He sat in the corner with a sniper, picked off 2 guys, and that was it the entire game, the entire 10-minute game. That's all he did. And that really, it gets annoying, it truly does. And, that tends to piss off a person, is when you're doing all the work and you're the one dying the most because your other teammate's not doing anything. Nevertheless, I want to keep going on. But when they're really bad, especially when we're playing 2v2s, the last 2 videos I uploaded were both 2v2s, and more to come because that's my favorite thing to play. When you're playing 2v2s, if your other person's bad but the other team is worse, then it's usually like your teammate will get like 3 or 4 kills, and then you'll get the rest of the kills, and you'll be that person who's backpacking, which I personally don't like, but in 2v2s it's okay. Because you only have 2 people. But that one person who's backpacking, which was me in my very first video, when I went 24-3, that was just, the other team was so bad, it was just so easy to get kills, and, you guys should go look at that. I'll probably leave a link down in the description for it. But, that's the thing that I really, really like about having bad teammates, is because I like having bad teammates if the other team's worse. The other team's worse, and yet I would prefer having a bad teammate over a good one. Does that make sense? Just because it's just, I like having that entire thing of I'm backpacking, I'm killing it, versus someone who's not doing that great. Or versus someone who's just as good as you are, and you guys split the kills evenly. It doesn't make for the best gameplay in the world. I kind of said best twice in a row, and let's try and not do that again. But also I want to talk about what I absolutely hate about teammates. And one of the big things are when they're jerks. And that's kind of like, I remember getting into a 2v2 the other day. I didn't do anything, and he just kept, repeating my gamer tag and, you know, doing all this stuff and just kind of annoying me. And I was just like, you know, it got to the point where, like, I didn't really say anything. But then, after a little bit, we kept getting on the same team, so he stopped being such a jerk. And, you know, he actually ended up friending me. Him and his friend both did, and we were playing for a while. But, you know, it's just that entire thing of, don't be jerks to your teammates, because then most likely you guys aren't going to do as well, because he's going to try, I mean, it's kind of like, if I'm playing with someone I don't like, I play lacrosse. Kind of. I'm probably not going to play in the spring for my high school, but I used to. And if I'm playing with someone and have a teammate who I really don't like, and I have another teammate who I really like, chances are I'm going to look less at the person I don't like and more at the person I do like. And when you're playing 2v2s, you're only stuck with that person you don't like. So most likely you're not going to help out that person as much as the person you do like. So don't be a jerk to your teammate, especially if you're in 2v2s. If you're in, like, you know, 6v6, which is basically just team deathmatch, that's a little different because, you know, maybe you'll have a couple friends in there. But if you're a jerk to all your teammates, usually none of them will help you. Moving on, people who are really annoying, mainly pertaining to little kids, but not only little kids. People who are just flat out, when you'll get into a game, they talk in annoying voices, they're just flat out annoying, and they just piss you off. And that's the big thing. And that's another thing with going along with the jerks thing, where it's like, you don't want to talk to that person, you don't want to play with them anymore. You don't have any fun playing the game because they don't do anything. All they do is sit there and annoy you. You know, most likely, I mean, what I would do is I'd just leave. Not necessarily rage quit, because I wouldn't be angry, I'd just get annoyed and leave. Kind of the same thing. But also, last thing is little kids. Little kids are so annoying on Xbox. I mean, it's just, they don't even have to act annoying. It's just when I hop into the game, they're like, hey Nick, you have a mic or something like that, and it's just like, well, they don't even have that deep of a voice. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to imitate, but they're just annoying. They truly are. And, you know, I don't like talking to people who are 9 years old and think they know all about Call of Duty, because eventually, or not eventually, more than not, or I'm trying to think what I would say. More often than not, that's what I was trying to say. More often than not, they're gonna be bad. They're gonna be just flat out horrible. And that's just kind of, I don't know. Not trying to be kind of, I wouldn't say racist, but I don't want to be targeting little kids, because I don't mind playing with them as long as they don't annoy me, but I still don't preferably want to play with them, if that makes sense. I'd rather play with someone my age, somewhere around 16, 17, versus someone who's, you know, 11. It annoys me. Especially when little kids are on the other team and they're annoying. I mean, they're not your teammate, but they still really, really annoy me. And that's usually when I start trying to, you know, get back at them. But that's kind of just me. Wow, 8 minutes long. Wow, okay, so 2 more minutes. So, the last 2 minutes, I kind of want to talk about the gameplay. I think I ended up getting stopped twice on a Predator missile. And then I eventually got that Predator missile, ran, hid in a corner, killed a guy with the Predator missile. What else? And then I got an attack, ran out, killed a guy, got an attack helicopter, sat in the corner and waited just because I really wanted to get this gameplay. I've been waiting for the past like 2 days to get a good gameplay like this, because I'm not very good. And then I eventually got that Reaper, but the Reaper got no kills, mainly because everyone was hiding indoors. And someone ended up destroying it, which kind of upset me, but I was like, I still end up winning the game. If you're watching this now, you know how close this game is. I mean, I won by 1 kill. I still would have won anyway because I would have had less deaths, but it's still, I got so close. I think I ended up pulling it off at like 10 seconds left. I killed a guy and won, and that's still I mean, I think it was a pretty good gameplay. I don't think it was my best, but I don't think it was horrible. Plus, versus playing effectively 3 people, because if you're playing 2v2s, you don't want to outdo your partner. Well, you have to outdo your partner to get those good kills. And anyway, so this commentary is kind of wrapping up, and I just wanted to say, hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and other than that, rate, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.